What's up, YouTube? Coming at you with a story time, my very first story time. And this was about my first fight. I'm not mentioning no names, so yeah. So, this was back, when I moved from the place I'm living now, as a kid, I moved to this place called Lancaster. It's full of black folk, you know. It's pretty ghetto. And, you could tell it was ghetto because fights happen all the time in my elementary school. Elementary, like that don't even sound heard of. But like real fights, and I know kitty fights, like real fights. Like I felt like it was a junkyard. Like you couldn't, you looked at someone the wrong way, it's a fight. So yeah, I moved to Lancaster around fourth grade, and I moved back to the place I'm living now at sixth grade, at the end of the sixth grade year. But when I was living there, my fourth grade year, my very first year going to Lancaster, I guess people thought they could try me since I was a new kid. And the very first day I came into school, I cried. I forgot why. I don't think it was because my mom left. I just think I cried because it was a new school. I have no clue why I cried. But my first day of fourth grade, I cried. And everybody was like, this guy a punk. Even one of my best friends out there at first didn't even want to talk to me because he thought I was a punk. We in fourth grade and they already calling people punks for crying. Like this place is no joke. Yeah, so uh one day we was talking about slap boxing. This dude who was like known for the king of slap boxing. And I said I could take him on. You can shut up. I was talking to this other dude because he said you don't want to slap box Todrick out them hands. I told him shut up, mind your business. Something in that area. And he got mad at me and said, alright, fight then. I said, what? Because where I was from, there was a lot of whites and Mexicans. Like, they wouldn't fight nobody. They wasn't talking about fight then. If you push somebody in my old school, they ain't doing nothing but telling the teacher. This man said, fight. I said, what? I never fought in my life. And, so that the first day, we just, I went through the rest of the day ignoring the fact that he said that. That was my, I believe, we only had two classes, so I'm not sure if it was the first or second class of the day. And I had them for both classes. So, the rest of the day, I just didn't say nothing. Just acted, I minded my own business and went home, got on the bus and went home and, chilled. But the next day I came back, I guess word got around that he wanted to fight because he told everybody he wanted to fight me, Jaquavius. And that first class of the day, I was minding my own business, you know. I ain't do nothing. I just sat chilled. It's not that I was scared. It's just I don't think I was scared because the dude was skinny. He was a little too big. I wasn't scared. I just didn't want to fight. But you know, of course, everybody gonna call you a punk for not fighting, and they know most of the time they know you're not scared. They just want to instigate and see a fight. So, you know, everybody was calling me that, whatever. And I didn't really care, even though at the time I had feelings. Now I really don't, but at the time I had a lot of feelings. But man, like I was like I didn't want to fight. I just didn't. I felt like I would get in trouble. I didn't want to get in trouble. And this fight started a strand of fights. I got in a lot of fights my fourth grade year, and I haven't gotten a fight since fourth grade year. But yeah. So I avoided it, and he said at recess I'll fight, and that's after lunch. It's lunch and then recess. And I was like, nah, I didn't want to fight at recess either. I just didn't want to fight, period. But he just didn't want to let it go. He just had a grudge. And I guess he really thought I just couldn't beat him up. I didn't have hands. He thought I didn't have hands. Well, at the time, I didn't. But, so, I still didn't fight him at recess. But, we got a daily, we had a daily restroom break. And he was like, let's fight in the restroom. I was like, you know what? Alright, bro. But then when we got to the restroom, when the teacher finally said restroom break, everybody in the class was like, oh snap. The teacher didn't know what was going on, but everybody else in the class they were like, oh snap, they about to fight, they about to get it. I'm like, got myself into this. I gotta get myself out. But when I got to the restroom, I said, hopefully he'll just leave me alone. I thought wrong. Man, say, as soon as I got in the restroom, I started peeing. And you wanna know what he did? He stared at me. He stared at me and said, fight, fight. I remember his exact voice, fight. I didn't fight. I was just minding my own business peeing. As soon as I was about to get done, I was just gonna walk past him like none is wrong. And then all of a sudden, I feel a push in my back while I'm peeing. Man, when I tell you that pissed me off, bro. Hey, I tried to not fight you, and then he pushed me in my back while I'm peeing. I'm like, bro, you asked for it. So when hold up, when he pushed me and I got done peeing, the first thing I did was pull my pants up, you know, like a regular dude does. I got this man in a headlock and started punching his head, his face. Like his body was behind my body and I had him in a headlock. And I just started punching him in the face. And that was all I could do. And I did it. And we wouldn't have got caught if he didn't stand by the door and start crying. He started crying by the door and the teacher came in and asked what's wrong. He told her, everybody told him what happened, and I got in trouble. Oh my god, bro. I was so... And then when I tried to come outside the restroom, he tried to come back at me. Like the teachers just let him walk towards me. He tried to come back at me, and I swung. He weaved back and they pulled us back away from each other. Man, I'll tell you, bro, if he would have never cried by that door, would have never got caught that day. Man, but yeah, like I said, that started, like, I got to at least 5 or 6 fights for a great year, but I haven't gotten one since, so, you know, I'm chilling. But yeah, that was my story, my first fight. What's up? And, yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna let the beat ride. Got me tripping, but you know I let the heat ride. Got this